We were worried about the Detroit Lions offense after week 1, losing our former offensive coordinator, having 2 new bodies in those coordinator positions. The offense had us worried because we were used to that prolific offense from 2023 and 2024, having the number 3 offense in 2023 and the number 1 offense in 2024. Well, the offense has not been a problem. Ever since that first game in Green Bay, we've been fine. We now, after 4 games, lead the NFL in points per game. We scored 13 in game 1, and one of them was kind of a garbage touchdown, Isaac Tesla's first touchdown pass or catch. And then ever since then, we put up 52, we put up 37 on the Cleveland Browns, and we put up 90 over 2 weeks. We put up 90 points. So we put up 127 points ever since then. And I think we're sitting at 140, which leads the NFL in points per game. So the offense, kind of not a problem, right? The defense is what we've been talking about for the past couple of years, even dating all the way back to like 2022, 2023. Did the Detroit Lions need to change when it came to defense with defensive coordinators? And going into 2024, we thought we could have both offensive and defensive coordinators have a change. Neither one of them left. They both decided to stay. But this year, they both decided to go, which I think is a good thing for the Detroit Lions. I think it breathes some fresh air. The offense hasn't skipped a beat, but the defense seems to be overall improved. Now, yes, do we have additional players? DJ Reed, Tyleek Williams, Aiden Hutchinson is back. We have additional players, additional talent. But I think it's a little bit of a change, man. I think we needed the defensive coordinator position needed some fresh, a change of scenery, if you know what I mean. So this video is our defensive ranking through. And what we're going to do is we're going to compare this week to the previous week. So this week is after week 4, heading into week 5. We're going to compare the defensive rankings from week 3 heading into week 4. So we compare this week to the previous week, starting all the way back in week 1. And I think that you guys are going, this is like, I have always believed that defense is what we need, right? We've seen the offense. The offense was last year, we couldn't stop anybody when it mattered. That's just, we couldn't. In between the 20s, we were terrible. In the red zone, we were great. We led the league in third down. We were top 5, top 3 in red zone efficiency and third down efficiency. We were up there. This year, we're not doing that great in either one of those categories, but the Detroit Lions overall, the defense has improved. It really has. So we're going to compare week 4 or week 3 to week 4. Okay, so heading into week 4, we look at week 3. Heading into week 5, we look at week 4. All right, so here is what we look like coming out of week 3 heading into week 4. All right. So week 3 defensive rankings. The Detroit Lions were 13th in total defense. That is total yards per game. Again, I feel like I have to explain myself because everybody's like, well, points. No, the NFL goes by total defense based off yards. I don't know why they do that. Points would make sense, but that's how they do it. Passing, we were 15th. Rushing, we were 11th. Sacks, we were 4th. Points per game, we were 23rd. And turnover differential, we were 7th. This graphic right here is phenomenal. What I'm about to bring in is absolutely phenomenal. I think this might be the first time in the year and a quarter that we've been doing this that you are going to see all up arrows. The Detroit Lions week 4 defensive rankings, meaning after week 4, heading into week 5. The defense is 12th, up 1 spot, allowing an average of 293 yards per game. Passing defense, they went up 2 spots from 15th to 13th, allowing 199 yards per game. So that's down from the 208 that we allowed heading into week 4. And as far as total yards, we allowed 307.7 total yards. Now we almost went down, what is that? Almost 15 yards that one game. Rushing. Now this is where I think that this is like where we really have been making our money on defense, is the rushing defense. Last week, we were 11th. This week, we are 7th, up 4 spots, going from allowing 99 yards a game to 94 yards a game. Here's my favorite stat of them all. Sacks went up 2 spots from 4 to 2 with 14 sacks on the season. Now, the Denver Broncos do lead the NFL in sacks. They have one more sack than we do. They teed off on the Bengals on Monday night. I think they had at least 3. Points per game, up 8 spots from 23 to 15, allowing 22 points per game to the 26 that was allowed the previous week. Turnover differential, we went up from 7 to 4, up 3 spots. We are +4 in the turnover differential. So if we fade between the two, you guys can see here, total defense, total passing yards. I mean, this is the first time I think that I've been doing this, that the entire graphic is green. Usually it's at least one red spot in there, but the entire defense is all the rankings that we have are up from the previous week. This is fantastic. I think I'm most excited, obviously, about the sacks, but I like that run defense is going back up. Because remember, for a while, the Detroit Lions had a streak of games where they didn't allow a rusher 100-yard game. It was crazy. And I like that, man. I really do. So the passing, obviously the sacks, I'm super excited about that. Every time I say it, like, we are second in sacks with like just Aiden Hutchinson doing most of the work. You know what I mean? Like between Muhammad and Aiden together, they share 7.5 sacks. The other 6.5 has come from outside of the defensive line. So, and that's with no Marcus Davenport. I mean, Marcus Davenport, I take that back. Marcus Davenport has 1 sack. So the defensive line actually has 8.5 sacks with 5.5 coming from. See, I do give credit where credit is due. So right now, Marcus Davenport 1, he's on IR. Then you've got Al-Qadim Muhammad with 3.5. That's 4.5. And then Hutch with 4 himself. So that's 8.5, man. So the defensive line is still carrying most of the weight. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that goes. And again, man, I still think that Muhammad is a guy that is like, he was hurt, he was hampered, he was hindered on the game against the Cleveland Browns. We'll see if he's feeling any better. He can come out and kind of get back to his old self. And is he the answer? We will see. I mean, the trade deadline is coming up soon. I don't think the Detroit Lions are going to make a move without an injury, God forbid. But I think that they're just going to go with the people that they have. But we got to make videos anyway. All right, so we're going to do what we usually do, which is bring in, I don't know why it's fuzzy this time, man. Tim, I don't think Tim actually brought in his graphic the correct PNG size, like the resolution, because it is fuzzy. It is fuzzy this week, man. All right, so we're going to look at third down defense, which is something that we don't get to see from the ESPN stat sheet. So third down defense, the Detroit Lions are 41.7%. I mean, this graphic's terrible, man. I'm sorry, Tim. It's really, really fuzzy, man. Which is 22nd in the NFL. Red zone efficiency, 61.5, and they are tied for 19th. So I want to say that they went up from last week. But again, we're winning games, we're scoring points, we're sacking, we're getting turnovers. So the Lions, although they've dropped in a few categories when it comes to red zone defense and third down defense, I mean, overall, the defense seems to be better than last year. It really does. So, I mean, I'm excited about the defense. I really am, because the defense it's boring. Like most time defenses are boring. They really are. They don't really score, but they're the difference. What I've learned, and I knew this already, but watching how the Lions went down as far as the injuries from last year, and how you can have a prolific offense, but if your defense can't stop another offense, then that offense can't falter. They have to be flawless. And we've seen a lot of games last year where the offense had to be flawless. The offense had to bring us back in games, or the defense would have to do just enough. Like the offense would have to come out and score. All the burden would be on the offense. But I see the defense now seems like it's making plays, man. Now, the bad news is we've lost DJ Reed to IR for a minimum of 4 games. We probably will not see him till after the bye week. The good news is Aleem McNeil has started his 21-day clock, so we probably will see him after the bye week. I think it's going to be after the bye week. It could be before. I mean, because technically he can play anytime between now and 3 weeks from now. But they have, the Lions like to take their time. And outside of a few people, I think Iffy kind of came back after his second stint on IR. He didn't wait 21 days. So Aleem could come back. I mean, technically, he could play on Sunday. He really could. So, but I don't think that's going to be the case. We could see him on Monday night. I mean, that's the next time we're home. Get that crowd. I think the offense comes out though that week. So I don't know. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Are you impressed, man? I'm gonna be real. I am. I'm excited because for a while we were talking about, like I've been talking, you guys know how I feel about Aaron Glenn, how I felt about him. Aaron Glenn was stubborn. There was not a lot of change to me. It was not he didn't adapt enough in order to help the defense out a lot. And so I'm glad, he left the Lions on good mutual terms, you know what I mean, going to coach. But I think that with a new defensive coordinator came just a breath of fresh air. And I think that this is overall better. So again, for the first time in the history of doing this, I want to say all 6 categories, we are up. We are up. We are just outside. I mean, we've been teetering on top. We've been in the top 10. We haven't been any higher than 10. We have been the highest rank that we've had this season has been 10. And you know what? That's another thing we're going to do as we continue with the series is we are going to kind of compare how many times have we been in the top 10? How long have we stayed in the top 10 as far as offense? But this is a great sign up in every category. And I think I'm most impressed with the sacks being second in the NFL. And but I'm most excited about the rushing defense because that is a big deal. That's a big deal. If you can't run, forces you to become one-dimensional, and then it will open up the door for sacks. And now it will help, but at the same time, we got those cornerbacks that we got to worry about. But Amik is going to, and we brought in Trey Flowers and stuff like that. So we'll see, man. I'm excited, though. I got my Cancer Cares pack today. I ordered a shirt, a hoodie, and a hat. It came today. I was going to wear it for this video, but I said, nah, I'll wait because I want to take it out the box. I want to savor it, kind of look it down and stuff like that before I wear it. So that'll probably be the next video. I'll have it on, but the Cancer Cares merchandise is available. It will be sold now through the 31st of October, and then the proceeds, 20% of the proceeds will be donated to a cancercares.org. So I have done a good deed on Twitter, and I feel kind of bad because I didn't offer it to you guys. I mean, I kind of know why, because I don't think I could keep up with the demand, but I decided to send some people Meijer. If you guys are familiar with Michigan, Indiana, I think Ohio, Meijer is like a food chain, like a huge grocery store. You probably have a Walmart in your area. So it's like the Walmart of Michigan, even though we have Walmarts as well. But they have they have a flag. And they started last year, and I didn't know what this flag was, but it's a flag that is used. The proceeds are used to help fight hunger. So I wind up offering to purchase this flag for people on Twitter that can't get it themselves. It's a lot of Lions fans from out of town, and I kind of bit off more than I can chew. I had 20 flags. I mailed out 5. I got to get another five out. So I don't know, man. If you guys are interested in a flag, I don't have the photo with me, but let me see if I can pull up my, you know what? Yes, I can. I forgot I can pull it up real quick. And I told you, man, I want to do more good this year. I've got this platform and I want to use it for good. So I have it here. Here we go. Perfect. All right. So this is the flag here. It is on the flag. It says raise the roar. It is double-sided. It's 3x5. The flag is 3x5. You can see it right there. Raise the roar. And every year, exclusive to Meijer, they do this. And I think 100% of the proceeds, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but you can actually look on, as a matter of fact, I will link as the pinned comment, I will link the information. It's actually on the Detroit Lions website, what these flags do. So if you guys are interested, my wife was like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, but if you guys are interested in a raise the roar flag, I went to Meijer. I cleaned out one of the Meijers. There's only a few in my location, so I don't know how many times I can do this. I will try my best to get you a flag. Okay. So, email me. My email is in the description. I can't guarantee it. I will try my best, but I don't even know why adding this to the video. I feel guilty. I feel guilty because the people on Twitter, a lot of them are mean and nasty. You know what I'm saying? And Twitter is a completely different place. And yes, I still call it Twitter. It's a completely different place from YouTube. YouTube is like my family, my community. On Twitter, they are nasty. And I'm like, why would I do this for them and then not offer it to you guys? So I'll try. It's like the flag is $15. It would probably take about $15 to ship or so. Yeah. So if you guys are interested, just let me know. You can email me. If you have my Twitter, you can DM me and stuff like that. I'll really try my best. I'll try. They're only a limited time too. They show up. I think they show up like when the season starts and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel bad. I feel guilty. All right. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I'm like running, the wheels are turning in my head. I'm like, Derek, you're going to regret this, man. But, you know, can't stop a good deed, I guess. Go Lions.